guys, welcome to my channel. Please don't forget to subscribe and share. And also, please don't forget to like. It would surely help our channel. Happy reading!
When we came of age, our dad made us draw systems. My brother got lucky and pulled the genius system. Me? I got stuck with the loser system. My brother went on to build a successful company, became a well-known entrepreneur. But our parents guilted him into everything, and relatives bled him dry. When he finally said no once, one of them ratted him out for having a system. He got taken by a research facility, used as a test subject, and died on the operating table. And me? I was so quiet and easy to control that some rich heiress called me sweet and well-mannered and dropped $300 million to marry me into her family. Then I woke up, right back to the day Dad made us draw systems. My brother shoved past Dad and grabbed the loser system. Little bro, this time I'm the one living it up in the mansion. As for you, enjoy being a lab rat. I looked into his cold, scheming eyes and smiled. Lived a whole lifetime and still hadn't learned. No wonder he got played so hard last time around. Ran, you always said Dad favored your brother, so go ahead, you draw first. Dad smiled all warm and gentle, holding out the box. When I didn't move, he grabbed my hand and pushed it in. Come on, kid, don't be shy. Why does he get to go first? I'm the older brother. There's an order to these things. I should go first. My brother, who'd been standing there frozen, suddenly shoved me aside and jammed his hand into the box. Dad tried to pull it away, but my brother held it down hard. He opened what he pulled out. It was the loser system. He lit up with joy, then shot me this pitying look. Right then, I knew for sure. My brother had been reborn too. That loser system belongs to your little brother. Even if you pulled it, it's still his. You're the older one. You don't take from your little brother. Dad put on his stern face and rushed to snatch the system out of my brother's hands. I watched Dad put on his little act with nothing but contempt. When Li Yang used to steal my clothes, my toys, even my prizes. Where was all that it's his energy back then? In my past life, after I married into the wealthy family, Li Yang came home and caused a scene. And that's when I finally found out. Dad had planned it all along. He made sure I'd draw the loser system. He wanted Li Yang to get the genius system, but he couldn't just hand it over. People would talk. They'd say he was playing favorites, that Li Yang was bullying his little brother. So to cover his tracks, he had a special box made. The genius system would only appear after the first system was taken. He preloaded the loser system inside. Whoever drew first would get the loser, and only then would the genius system come out. And I spent my whole past life thinking, yeah, Dad always favored Li Yang, but at least when it came to something as big as drawing a system, he was fair. What a joke. Li Yang clutched the loser system tight, shielded it behind his back, and shot me a look. Dad glared at him, furious. Give me that loser system now! Dad was winking like crazy at Li Yang, trying to signal him. Li Yang nearly snapped back out loud a few times, but he was on full alert. The second Dad turned to go grab Mom for backup, Li Yang bound the loser system to himself. Dad heard the binding chime and spun around, too late. Seething with rage, he raised his hand. But he couldn't bring himself to hit Li Yang, so he whipped around and slapped me hard across the face instead. Why didn't you just grab the system? You let Yang go first on purpose? Are you trying to piss me off? Li Yang binding the loser system was done and final. Dad hurled the box to the ground in a rage and dragged Li Yang out of the room. As he walked past me, Li Yang was practically glowing. He leaned in and whispered, "Little bro, I'm the one heading to the mansion this time. You? Just wait to get dragged into that lab." The box rolled across the floor and the genius system tumbled out, stopping right at my feet. I crouched down, picked it up, wiped it off carefully, and bound it. I was never the child they wanted. When Mom was pregnant with me, Dad's career was taking off. They'd already decided to abort. Then they went to the hospital, and a relative who worked there hinted the baby might be a girl. Dad and Grandma talked Mom into keeping it. They set up a whole nursery, bought Barbies, even pre-booked a postpartum center, all for their dream little girl. Then I was born, not a girl. They were crushed. Mom blamed me for costing her a job opportunity. Dad blamed me for getting his hopes up for nothing. Every adult in the house looked at me and shook their heads. My existence was a mistake from day one. While Mom was pregnant, everyone assumed it was a girl, so they fussed over her and kind of forgot about Li Yang. That's when his hatred for me started. After I was born, Mom didn't care, Dad didn't care, Grandma didn't care. I naturally became Li Yang's personal punching bag. At first he was careful, only pulling stuff behind adults' backs. But once he figured out nobody cared, he got worse and worse. He'd mess with me, then go crying to Mom and Dad, and they'd believe every word, even punish me on his say-so. The next day, Dad told me there was no money for study materials, no money for tutoring either. Then he shoved me into some shady little sweatshop run by relatives. You're almost an adult. You can't just sit home draining me and your mom. But in the same breath, they signed Li Yang up for a full residential personality training program, trying to override the system and stop him from turning into a complete loser. Li Yang sprawled out on the couch and rolled his eyes. Why are you even stressing? I'm gonna marry into a rich family. Just sit back and wait for the good life. Mom and Dad weren't having it. They dragged him off to the program anyway. 2 weeks later, they brought back a sobbing, completely broken Li Yang. He'd been showing off. Someone got tired of it and clowned on him. Old Li Yang would have flipped it around and made them cry. But with the loser system bound to him, he'd gone totally spineless, couldn't fight back at all. The bully saw he was a pushover and kept pushing harder. Li Yang got so desperate he threatened to jump off a building. The school had no choice but to call our parents. Heartbroken, they drove over in tears and brought him home. But they still hadn't given up on fixing Li Yang. They hired a high-paid private trainer to work with him one-on-one at home. They had high hopes, except Li Yang could find ways to screw things up that nobody could have ever predicted. Eventually, the trainer offered to refund everything, just to stop working with Li Yang. He was straight up. He was scared Li Yang's incompetence and cowardice would rub off on him. When the trainer walked out, Li Yang's eyes were literally sparkling. He was thrilled. From then on, he didn't have to do anything, lived like a king. Whenever Mom and Dad put him on a task, he'd wreck it. A few times he got them hit with massive fines and blew through their entire retirement savings. So they finally gave up on fixing Li Yang and turned their eyes on me. They pulled me out of the sweatshop and started filling my head with it every single day. Your brother gave you his system. You owe him. Without his sacrifice, you'd be nothing. Swear you'll take care of him forever and never turn your back on him. Whatever they said, I just nodded and kept my head down. I knew the second I showed any resistance, they'd send me right back to that hellhole factory, cut me off from the world, and even with the system, I'd be useless. To guarantee Li Yang could live well even as a total loser, Mom and Dad pushed me into every class imaginable. Academics, music, art, you name it. My knowledge, skills, looks, and posture kept getting better. Li Yang watched me outshine him more every single day, and the jealousy in his eyes was burning. Every word out of his mouth got nastier. One day I barely walked in the door from school and he ordered me to wash fruit for him. Once he had it, he sneered, "Keep studying. Everything you earn will end up mine anyway." I looked down, a slow smirk spreading across my face. Says who? They can reach for my stuff all they want, but I've got legs. What's stopping me from just walking away? On the day of my college entrance exam, Li Yang pulled his usual act, claimed he had a stomachache. Mom and Dad rushed him to the hospital. Nobody remembered it was my exam day. Li Yang, carried in Dad's arms, glanced back at me with a smug grin, like he was saying, "See? No matter how good you are, they'll always love me more." It stung, especially after the exam, watching every other student walk out to parents holding flowers, heading off to celebrate over dinner.
Thank you for reading with me, everyone.